guys keep busy.
Lupe Aquino, on the other hand, 29-2-1, 21 knockouts. Lesser known from Tijuana, Mexico, now living in Santa Paula, California, has moved himself into the number 7 ranking in the World Boxing Council rankings and number 8 in the IBF. So for Lupe Aquino, perhaps a little more to lose here against Davey Moore, as he has himself well positioned in the top 10. Aquino, 24 years of age, came in at 155. The 27-year-old Davey Moore also at 155. You see a reach advantage for Aquino, but probably not a particularly significant one, as Moore is the taller man. This bout will be governed by the rules of the State Commission here in Nevada, the 10-point scoring system in effect. 3 judges will do the scoring, and there's no standing 8 count in Nevada. The count continues after the bell, except in the final round, the 10th. And here in Nevada, if you're knocked down 3 times in any round, that is the end of the fight. So now for the introductions of this first important fight of the evening. Let's go up to our ring announcer, Chuck Hull.
Ladies and gentlemen, the officials assigned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission for the next bout of the evening. The judges are Davey Shirley, Jerry Roth, and Dave Moretti. Your referee is Davey Pearl. The next bout of the night featuring 10 rounds of boxing in the junior middleweight division. Introducing in the blue corner, fighting out of the Bronx, New York, weighing in at 155 pounds, with a professional record of 16 wins, 3 defeats, with 12 KOs. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the sensational Davey Moore. And in the red corner, formerly of Mexico City, Mexico, now fighting out of Santa Paula, California. He too weighs 155 pounds. His professional record consists of 28 wins, 2 defeats, 1 draw, with 20 KOs. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Lupe Aquino.
Lupe Aquino was scheduled to meet Duane Thomas for the WBC Jr.Middleweight Championship on this date, this very evening, on the Hagler-Leonard card. However, Thomas had to pull out because of injuries to his ribs suffered in training, and so it is against Davey Moore, obviously a non-title fight, and for Moore, as we mentioned, a great opportunity.
Remember what you were told.
And the final instructions coming from the referee, Davey Pearl. Our judges in this bout, Davey Shirley, Jerry Roth, and Dave Moretti, all from Las Vegas. 24-year-old Lupe Aquino and 27-year-old Davey Moore. Aquino proudly wearing the colors of his country and pretty fancy drawers for the opening bout on this star-studded card at Caesar's Palace.
It's not going to help him if he can sit on the chin with the right hand, though, Tim.
Might just get a little dusty on the bottom.
Break, step back.
He is a good puncher, Aquino. 21 KOs in his 29 victories. Wins over Dio Colome, Steve Herron. The only 2 losses early in his career to Rudy Hernandez and later to the estimable Marlon Starling. Oh, a solid left landed by Moore.
Tim, despite the fact that Aquino has a better record, Davey Moore has been in with much better opposition. He's fought some real tough guys.
Back in February of '82, he knocked out Tadashi Mihara to win the WBA Junior Middleweight crown. A 6-round knockout. There's a right hand scored by Aquino. He defended that title 3 times before losing to Roberto Duran, and Aquino scoring a right to the ear of Davey Moore. A lot of banging early. Moore's in trouble.
Wobbling.
In the Moore corner, Aquino has him in trouble.
He got nailed again, another right hand.
Up and down from Aquino, mixing his punches well, and Moore trying to get his legs under him and recover here in the early going. Unable to grab onto Aquino, able to punch freely, and Moore somehow staying on his feet. Aquino measuring his punches. Still a lot of time in round 1.
Is he winging punches, Tim? Moore is wobbling.
Combination again by Aquino and another left hook. Just caught him on the nose as he fell backwards. Davey Moore fought just last month on the 11th of March, winning a decision. Took this fight on short notice with the injury to Duane Thomas, but was not out of the gym very long, but Aquino obviously ready for this one. Approaching the 30-second mark left in round number 1.
Watch your head, Sam.
Aquino
Now
can't
Moore.
miss him with that right hand, though, Tim. Every time he throws the right hand, he nails Davey Moore, whether it's straight or wide.
Moore managed one combination in retaliation, but failed to score with it, and Aquino just keeps banging back.
Every punch that Aquino throws is a bomb. Body and head. Look at that body shot.
Another right to the ear, but Moore manages somehow to stay on his feet. There's blood from the nose of Davey Moore, taking quite a beating in round 1.
Hold it! Hold it! Hold it!
A couple of punches after the bell. Davey Pearl, the referee.
Combination that got Davey Moore in trouble. Good left hook to the body. Moore's trying to hold on. And there's that wide right hand that he's able to nail him with. Another one underneath, left hook on the chin.
So
there's that same wide right hand, Tim. Throws it from left field and he manages to nail him with it.
Let's see this in California. Davey Moore from the Bronx, New York, and the former champion who has been in title fights 6 times. World championship fights, in trouble early here.
Tim, Moore is going to have to nail Aquino with a good punch to let him to gain his respect. Otherwise, Aquino was just walking right through him. He's going to have to nail him.
Break. Step back, lead now. Don't punch.
Round 2 scheduled for 10. Davey Pearl, the referee. Davey Moore in gold. And a good combination by Moore. His best of the fight.
Hold it up. Step out. Step out.
Tim, you know that Davey Moore has the talent, but you can just see that the inactivity, it just takes so much away from a fighter. He's in the gym. He's out of the gym. Just can't continue a career that way.
Still a little blood from the nose of Davey Moore. Aquino boxing with tremendous confidence. Having wobbled Moore in the first round, Aquino is in command thus far.
Good right hand by Davey Moore, Tim.
Sun sinking slowly behind the Caesars Palace Tennis Pavilion behind us. And we'll be under the lights for the main event. On Domingo Roldan, upcoming against James Kinchin, an important middleweight bout. And then the big one.
All right, Tim, now Aquino has switched to southpaw. Now, why would he do that? He was doing so well the other way. Now he's back again.
Watch your head, Sam. Watch your head, Davey.
Moore leaning in and getting a warning from Davey Pearl to watch his head. Under a minute to go, round number 2. Moore coming alive, working to the body.
You can see the talent, Tim. Beautiful combination. Fast hands.
Come on, punch out. Get back.
Aquino with a pretty good grip on Moore, was trying to pull out.
Oh, they banged heads, Tim.
Now they bump heads there, and we saw enough of that on Saturday afternoon here at Caesars Palace when Donald Curry defended his crown by disqualification against Carlos Santos for headbutting.
Aquino complained to Moore that he hit him low. I thought it was right on the borderline. There it is again.
Final seconds, round number 2. Good solid right hand by Aquino.
Watch your head.
Good straight right hand by Moore, Tim.
A little strong. There's where they banged heads here in round 2. It wasn't a real heavy clash, but there's always that danger. And you saw Moore go absolutely straight in, leaning in with his hands down for that tactic, ultimately after several warnings and points taken off. This is round 3. Davey Moore, after he won the title, defended 3 times, and lost it to Duran, and then had another title opportunity for the IBF crown. Was stopped by Buster Drayton. And a warning from Davey Pearl to Davey Moore, telling him that he'll take a point away if he uses the head once more.
Aquino puts a lot of pressure on you. Oh, good body shots by Aquino. Terrific body shots. Is he a tough guy?
Step up. Don't punch.
Boy, he just plants himself and gets all that leverage into those body blows, but he mixes things up well, doesn't he, Gil?
He sure does it. Tim, body and head, and he throws, sometimes he throws his right hand straight, other times he loops it, and it's been very effective both ways.
Trained by Abel Sanchez. Sure, he comes into this fight a little disappointed, expecting to be fighting for a world championship against Duane Thomas, and instead of, just a 10-rounder, but he is on the Hagler-Leonard card. And in against a guy that if he beats, he certainly has certified his credentials.
Well, Tim, if he beats Davey Moore, he'll have a better shot with Duane Thomas. This fight is certainly going to help him. He's fighting in front of a big crowd, and he's fighting a good, tough guy, an experienced guy.
Halfway through round number 3. Looking around the stands here, I would say that we've got about 14,000 people already in the seats, and they're streaming in even as we speak.
Aquino has to be a converted southpaw, Tim, because every time he gets a little confused, he switches to the southpaw style. And I think that's why that right hand is wide when he wings it wide the way he does.
Under a minute to go in round 3, and I think the punching power of Aquino has taken some effect on Moore as he has his mouth a little more open than he did in the early going, the first couple of rounds.
Davey Moore has finally earned Aquino's respect, Tim. You notice he's not just walking in the way he did in the first round.
Come on.
Now a little jawing going on between the two fighters.
Turn him loose.
There's that right hand of Moore.
Terrific combination by Moore. Aquino just shrugs it off.
He says, come on, but in the meanwhile, Moore is doing damage and scoring points.
Aquino had the edge in the early part of this round, but he's now let Moore back into it. That's the end of round number 8.
That was in the beginning of the round, Tim. He threw about a 20-punch combination. The end of the round, he didn't throw a 1-punch combination.
This is round number 4. 10-round junior middleweight bout. They each came in at 155 pounds. Agreed upon, give or take a pound over the 154 limit. Tim Ryan with Bill Clancy. Happy to be with you on this closed circuit and pay-per-view telecast of the Hagler-Leonard night at Caesars Palace.
Tim, Moore's experience against a better class of fighter is starting to show up now. He's conning Aquino, making him miss, hitting with combinations, working in and out. He's taken a lot of that macho away from Aquino.
Aquino seems to be at his best when he can get close enough and be absolutely flat-footed, and then he really wails away with those body shots. Moore's given him less opportunity for that.
Moore would do much better, Tim, if he moves side to side. Try to counterpunch. Let Aquino miss those wide punches.
Hold it up.
Halfway through the 4th round, scheduled 10-rounder.
Good combination by Davey Moore. And as we said, he has the talent. If he'd only work at his trade. Look at these combinations.
Moore rallying tremendously here in the 4th round.
Watch your heads now. Come on now.
Definitely has slowed down Aquino, as the keen eye of our commentator Gil Clancy picked up a minute ago.
Now he's boxing southpaw again, Tim. use your imagination and think you see Marvelous Marvin Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard. Aquino is the southpaw, the plotter, the guy that moves in, and Davey Moore's the kind of guy that throws combinations the way he just did then.
That was Leonard-like, you're right. At least the old Leonard. We'll see whether the new Leonard still can do that. Under 30 seconds we go in round 4.
Looks to me as if Aquino has made up his mind to work every other round.
Yeah, so far. That's the way my scorecard reads as well.
Should be an 11-round fight then.
The end of round number down the middle by Davey Moore. In Susal giving him encouragement.
Right out with a good left hook. It's amazing how this comeback of Moore.
Well, it was amazing he didn't fall down in round 1, Gil, because he was certainly in position to be knocked down. He just refused to go.
Got hurt again, Tim. He just got hurt again with a good body shot. There goes those combinations again.
This is Aquino's turn to pick up the pace.
Watch your head.
You're right, we may need an 11-round fight to determine the winner if they keep trading them. Uppercut lead by Aquino, and he landed it.
That was Moore's fault, Tim. He stayed right there and waited to get hit.
And he got wobbled again. Again, Aquino, when he can stand there, he gets great leverage. As you point out, Moore's allowing him to do that.
Watch your elbows, Dave. Watch your head. Watch your head. Punch out your head.
Aquino had him hurt, Tim. He hasn't thrown a punch in the last 15 seconds. That's why cornermen all look old after a while.
You mean that gray hair of yours came prematurely from that kind of activity?
I don't want to mention where that gray hair came from.
Well, I'll never tell. Meanwhile, Aquino with a good flurry inside and a straight left landed. And a good combination to the chin of Davey Moore.
Hold it up. Get out. Get out.
Again, tribute to Moore's conditioning from his recent fight. As again, he's
Tim,
taking shots.
his right eye is virtually closed now, though, Tim. Davey Moore's right eye. They're going to have to do some job in the corner.
Moore walking in as Aquino takes a rest.
They take turns. But Davey Moore now has that facial damage, Tim. The serious injury.
A lot of swelling around the left eye. The right eye, pardon me, of Davey Moore.
Time. Get in the neutral corner.
And now Davey Pearl is going to have the doctor. It'll be Flip Womansky coming up to examine Davey Moore's eye.
Hey.
There's not a lot of
Tim,
vision there.
I'd like to see them give the cornermen a chance to get rid of that swelling.
Rather than stop it here, but they're going to. Well, Gil, you make a good point. They may have allowed the cornerman to do something with that at the end of the round, but in the doctor's judgment, Flip Womansky, he obviously feared further danger and the fact that Davey was fighting with only one eye for the remainder of this round. So the fight has been stopped, and Lupe Aquino,
There's no need for you to go out there.
with a 5th round TKO, the number 7 ranked WBC Junior Middleweight, with an important victory for him. He was scheduled to fight for the title tonight against Duane Thomas, but he has to settle for what was an impressive win against Davey Moore with a stoppage here in the 5th. Well, Gil, I'd like you to elaborate on whether you thought Dr. Womansky's judgment was correct here.
Well, Tim, if in fact he couldn't see out of that right eye, and the doctor was worried about him not being able to see punches, that's when you can really get hurt, when you get hit with a punch that you can't see. However, if it was near the end of the round, in other words, I'm talking like a corner man, I'd be praying that I could get the guy back in the corner, use the end swell on it, and see if I could get rid of that swelling. If not, then you'd have to stop it.
All right, Gil. Well, now let's go up for the official announcement from Chuck Hull.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Davey Pearl stops the bout at 2 minutes, 18 seconds of the 5th round. The winner by a TKO, Lupe Aquino.
All right, Lupe Aquino is the winner here on a technical knockout as Davey Moore, his eye closed, and Dr. Flipomansky feeling that his vision so badly impaired he could not allow him to continue. So Lupe Aquino is the 5th round winner here over Davey Moore. And now, as we have this pause, let's take you up top.